Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about the ballistic testing that was done and stuff. And because a question came up to me, because a couple of people wrote me emails and stuff like that, asked me how long it's going to take before the documentary is done. And as I pointed out, there's a lot of new evidence that's coming in that I'm viewing over. Because when I make the documentary, I want to make sure everything, all my research is covered in there and everything else is covered from all angles. Now, I have been doing some filming here and there since I came back from Dallas, right along with the filming from Dallas. And I've been piecing everything together and stuff like that, plus going over new documents and stuff like that. But, you know, when we talk about the ballistic testing that they've done on the JFK assassination, okay, they used like gel packs, you know, like gel stuff like this, you know, when they did their ballistic testing, which I'll pull it up here. Give it a second. They do something like this to check out for the magic bullet. They shoot it through gel and everything else like that, you know. And it was testing done, or guessing, basically guessing on how the bullet entered here, how it exited here, how this went here, and how this went there, and everything else. Basically, they're guessing at it, okay, when they did all their ballistic testing and stuff. Well, when I was in Dallas, I made a discovery there that every ballistic test that they've done, okay, was totally different than what it should have been done. And that's one thing I wanted to look at. Just like the car counter rifle, they used a car counter rifle when they did their ballistic testing. They used a car counter rifle, you know, to do all their ballistic testing and everything else like that, which this wasn't the rifle that Oswald used, and this wasn't the rifle that actually took the fatal headshot to JFK. So I started doing some, you know, in my research. I always go in depth and everything else. And, you know, when it comes to my research, and as everybody knows, the way I do my research, I go in depth, and everything that I do in my research, I do it myself. I don't send it out to somebody else and say, hey, could you do this for me, or could you look over this for me, or anything else like that. I do all of it myself. So what I'm going to do here, that's going to be in the documentary, is I'm going to do my own ballistic test. I'm going to recreate the fatal headshot to JFK. Now, no one's never done this before. I mean, you know, they did take, like I said, they do the ballistic testing. Excuse me. They shoot through gel, or they shot through wood and stuff, because they're always testing this magic bullet theory. Okay, and then I think it was in an article I read to where in 1964 they did a ballistic testing on this and stuff, and, you know, it didn't turn out the same way it was when, you know, they took the fatal headshot to JFK. But see, like I said, they don't know the information when they did their ballistic test or whatever. They don't know the information that I know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recreate the fatal headshot, and it's going to be filmed at different angles and stuff like that, so you get the full aspect of it. And what I did was I ordered some skulls from a medical center. Okay, the replica skulls, if you see right here. I just got these in today, like this. Okay, they feel like bone to me, but they're not bone. They're not real. They're just made like with the same kind of bone density and everything else. And I ordered some gel stuff, some ballistic gel, and I make it myself. And then I'm going to form the brain myself and the outer skin and stuff like that, so I get it just right. So when I do my ballistic testing, now the results of the ballistic testing is going to be presented and only in the documentary. I'm not going to show it on YouTube or anything else like that. I'm going to just show it in documentary. And the reason why I thought about doing this is because I want to recreate, I should say, the fatal headshot. Just like when I do my investigations, when I do my research, just like when people's out there say, well, this can't be done or that can't be done. I've proven and I've shown in my research that I've done, no matter what I'm researching on, I could prove that it can be done. Just like over the past 50 years, they kept on claiming that no researcher can make a replica, or no costume maker can make a replica of the Patterson to give him Bigfoot. But I've shown them I can. And I've done it, and I recreated that costume, showed them how it was made and everything else. That's what I did, and that's how I created that costume. So what I'm going to do here in this documentary is I'm going to reconstruct JFK's position and everything else and take that fatal headshot. Right now, I've already got the skulls in. I got a few of them. This ain't the only one. I got a few of them. As you can see, it's already been, since I opened up the package today, it was already creeping my wife out. And my kids was like, oh my God, you know. But here you go. It's right here it is. Okay. I've already got the skulls in. I'm waiting for the gel. It's supposed to be here within the next couple weeks. And then I'm looking for some rifles from World War II. I'm looking for them. I've been going to other shops and everything else trying to find them so I can get them rifles there so I can use them when I do the reconstruction of the fatal headshot to JFK. And like I said, it's all going to be presented inside in the documentary. That's why when people ask me how long it's going to take to do documentary, it all depends because, like I said, I got new evidence coming in that I'm looking over, new files. There's other files I'm waiting on as well because we're trying to get a hold of the people that has them files. I'm ordering skulls and waiting for the gel to get here so I can form the brain and the head and the face, the structure, and everything else like that. And then I got to go. I'm still looking for the rifles that I'm looking for, particularly certain rifles, because, like I said, when they do their ballistic testing, they're using a Carcana rifle, and they say, well, this is it. This wasn't the one that took the fatal headshot. That's the point of the fact is when they're doing that research and they're doing ballistics, that's one thing that shows their ballistic test is going to be wrong because they're firing at different angles and they're not actually know the whole thing. I mean, actually the whole constructive around the JFK assassination like I do, and I go in depth and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recreate the fatal headshot to JFK, and I'm going to film it from all different angles. And then when I'm done, I'm going to compare my testing to the autopsy images, and then we're going to see who was accurate and who wasn't. So I just want to make a quick video here to let everybody know that the reason why it's going to take a little time doing this because I guess somebody right now, he's making music, which the music should be done with it within a couple of days or so. That's going to be completely done. I've already got my intro done, my back part done. I got some stuff done for the inner center part. I got some of the testing done. Okay, but there's still a lot of things I'm putting together. Like I said, I still got to do the ballistic test, which I'm still waiting for the gel to get here. The ballistic gel so I can form the brain and the face structure and everything else. And I've also got to wait. And I'm still looking for the rifles that I'm looking for that no one knows about. That's why I said when I do ballistic testing, I do it the right way. I'm not going to do it the wrong way. And that's why it's going to take me a little time. But as soon as the documentary is completed, it's going to be well worth it because, like I said, I want to make sure everything's in. I want to make sure all the evidence there. I want to show it from every point of angle and stuff like that, just like when I recreate the fatal headshot, which you're going to see also in the documentary. So again, don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Always in the description down below. You find us out where you can order my book, Evidence of a Conspiracy, the only book you ever need in JFK assassination. And also in the description down below, you'll find us out if you still want to make a donation to the documentary. Okay, you can still make that donation. It's going to be up. I just found out it's going to be up. It's going to be last day. It's going to be July 10th because there was a year they allowed me to have it on there, which I didn't know it. I thought it was like 10 months. But they said no, it's up for a year. So on July 10th will be a total year that that site was up. So you can still make your donation. Anybody, like I said, anybody donates $30 or more will receive a free copy of DVD plus get their credits, their names in the credit and everything else. I have received some donations through the mail, which is going to be added into that GoFundMe account as well as soon as I receive that money. That's all that money's been put back to the side and stuff. Like I said, I've been buying the skulls. I got them already bought. I got a few of them here. This is just one of them. I didn't want to unwrap every one of them because I want to make sure that they stay pretty well preserved until after I get the gel and stuff. I got that order that's coming in. I'm still looking for the rifles and stuff like that. So again, like I said, it's going to be done, but it's going to be done the proper way. It's not going to be like anybody else's documentary where they're going to cut here, cut there. Let's throw something together real quick to show the people that's not how I work. And the reason why when I do my research and everything else, when I do my ballistic testings, when I do this testing and everything else, I make sure you see it from all angles, and I make sure that it's done the proper way. Not, just guessing at this and guessing at that, or using this or using that, like everybody's done in the past. And like I said, you're going to be seeing in the documentary stuff that I revealed. I'll be revealing in the documentary things that other people didn't knew nothing about, but I'm going to show it also in this documentary. So I'm just giving you a little bit of update on this documentary about the ballistics. I'm going to do ballistic testing and everything else. So you see the skull I just purchased. I just received them today. Had a big old box with a bunch of them in it. I ordered these from a medical place, you know, where they do, when they teach students and stuff like that, how to work on people's heads and skulls and stuff like that. That's why I order them through, and believe me, they're expensive. But I just want to give everybody an update. We're all going to have a ballistic test in it. So don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Don't forget to share this information, all the other information from my other videos and stuff like that, so people may know this. Because as soon as the documentary is completed, there's going to be a big change in history. Put it that way. Because the stuff I've been receiving and uncovering and things I'm going to do, you're going to actually see once and for all that the JFK assassination was a conspiracy. Thank you, and you all have a pleasant day.